Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WTF live show. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Ah, you too. So, what do you think about all this new enlightening material that was given to us here? Allo, what do you think?
Very busy times, and a lot of people reached out to us again over email
Right,
and over on my FB account. I just want to say thank you very much for the info. We will use all the info that you have provided us.
right.
And I would like to encourage everybody out there, continue to do so. Get in touch with us, send us material. I saw fantastic material about Ricky, about Ben Newton, about Bama,
Exactly.
about all these other guys. But there are other interesting developments in the community right now. And I saw Frank is in the chat. Wow. Frank B in the chat. There are other guys out there who were not too happy about our performance the last time on another live stream. And I was tuning
Exactly.
in for a few minutes, and I must say, I'm a little bit disappointed to say the least. How about you?
Very, very disappointed because I'm just going to say it the way it is. Um, Big Kev, you need to grow up and put your diapers, your pull ups on, pull them off. Look, you got to show, you got to take the good with the bad. When you bring people onto your show, you got to expect the drama comes a price, and it may be a strike or not. But if you're not going to accept that and you're going to drop people that support your channel, then it's on. I will never step foot ever on your fucking channel. You've got fucking Jerry the Fairy and Ed Lippett sucking on both nuts. You need to get off of that and say, is it business or not? I don't give a fuck how big you are. It's about business. So fuck you. You wanted war? You're going to get it. That's it. Now, Ed's an old man, and I'm respecting his age. I'm trying my best. But he called me out, said I was a liar. So if he wants to do that, it's all game. I'm all game. And my channel, I will not issue wrenches to nobody. I don't want that drama. I don't give a fuck. Everybody's free to come over here and say what they want. What do you think, Allo, about what happened
Absolutely,
over
I
there?
agree. I think let me tell you this. I have to go back later and listen to the whole podcast over on Kev's, and this is what I want to say. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when you do a show, when you do a live stream, and when you have people like me on your live stream, people like you, WTF, when you
Right.
actively invite them over weeks to get on your fucking live stream, even putting your name in the title of the show, then there is a
Mm-hmm.
reason why you do that. And the reason why you do that is because you just know when drama comes to your channel, you are going to profit from it because people will tune in. People want the drama. Do not let somebody fool you by telling you drama doesn't sell, because drama is everything that holds this fucking community together. It's all about drama. I don't want to listen to anything else but drama. Ricky, Ben Newton, all these other guys, it's about drama. And that's what people like. And Kev has extended an invitation to us several times. He wanted us on that show, and he didn't really look unhappy when there were, let's say, fireworks on his live streams. He liked it. He enjoyed it. And he even said, thank you very much, guys, for coming on. But what
Right.
happened now is he got a strike. Okay? He got a strike. And there are people out there who now try to influence Kev and say, you know what, you can't have these boys on your live stream because they will destroy your channel. That's absolutely not true. And yes, he got a warning, but that's because the show was somehow borderline extreme, and that's what people
Right.
want. And you
Exactly.
cannot say, I invite you to my house to party, and then complain when your neighbors send in the cops because the music was a little bit too loud, and then throw us under the bus. But then again, I say, let's just do it our own way on this channel, on my channel, on the channels that still provide some
Exactly.
entertainment value. Because over there, honestly, there is no show without us. There is no action and drama without us. We are still number one. We will always be number one since the day of KB and RRR and this show
That's
here
correct.
and in other shows. We'll always be fucking number one. You want us on that fucking show because we bring the fucking action and the entertainment. And you know it. You cannot run a fucking show where half of it is just like dead air, like, how are you? No, that's not the fucking show. That is just a fucking shit show with no content at all. We brought the fucking drama. And speaking of that guy Gino, if you let people like that on together with us, of course we are going to clash. And I know it
Exactly.
doesn't matter to you, but you cannot cry foul just because you got the fucking warning. You want these fucking warnings because these warnings and strikes mean that you have a good channel. You are looking for it. Don't fucking excuse and say sorry and say, okay, I can't have these people on my show anymore and I'm going to apologize to everyone because that's a sign of fucking weakness. And being weak is not what we do here. We want to have drama, and drama is what we are going to give you. Period. And if you don't want us on your fucking show, then so be it. We don't need you. You need us. It's the other way around.
I agree. And you know what, Big Kev, I have a lot of respect for you, man. And to be honest, I took your little shit you did. You said it was an accident. I really don't think it was an accident, to tell you the truth. You were just getting freaked out, honestly, because the direction. But you know what, man? You have to grow up and be a man. It's your channel. And I today looked, I was listening to you. You really got the look. I actually was going to hit you again with another couple of hundred because I sense a little bit sincerity. But I've learned a valuable lesson, which I originally stated to myself, I am not donating to nobody. And you're the pure definition of what a scammer is. Period. You're no better than Bama or Frank. You want to control your channels. And if it doesn't hit the narrative that you want, just like Bama did on that one live stream with Havoc Master, he didn't hit it and he said, nope, I'm done. You know what? That's done. When the truth hits and you get treated that way, then, oh man, what's going on? So, Kevin, you've got to do some house cleaning. You really do. You need the drama to make your show. That's it, period. And I know,
And let's
I, yeah, go ahead.
And let's compare the numbers here right now. Look at Big Kevin's channel has 21 watching right now. Let me just renew that. He is like dropping now to 20. And here we go on this new channel here on WTF. We already got 28 watching right now. Why are you here? Because you like drama, because you want fucking hate. If you want hate, you come to this channel. You don't go to any other channel than this and my channel and a few others. That's what you want. That's why you are here. I don't listen to all these other guys because I don't want to talk about fucking breakfast and donuts and travel and all that shit. I want to know what's going on in the community and who is the number one, two, three, four, five target to fucking bash. I want to know whose family we should call and whose family we should leave alone. That's what I want to know. And that's why I'm here. And that's why you are here. So, Kev, this is a direct message to you. Thanks for having us on, but you know it goes both ways. It's not because you fucking like us, because the truth is you don't really like us. The truth is you know we are fucking crowd magnets because when we are on your show, you know it's going to be action time and that's what you want. That's why people tune in. So don't
You're welcome.
apologize for doing the
Sorry about
right
that.
thing. That's it. Don't apologize for doing the right thing. Getting a warning because we used probably, I think it's the N word issue that happened. But it was long overdue with that fucking clown on your show. I don't even know or understand why you would
Right.
have somebody like him on who's obviously fucking damaged, has fucking brain damage or something, and keeps repeating that, "Oh, I'm going to go after Bama," like 5, 6, 7 times in a row, keeps repeating himself over and over and over again, and doesn't really say anything else than that. And we all know it makes for a good show to have a fucking thug like Gino on your show with his 450K Drake video views on YouTube. That's not even his own fucking content. When you have clowns like that on the show, the Black Ben Newton, when you have people like him on the show, I know you want people like that on the show, but don't cry foul when guys like us call him out because the guy has been A, fucking disrespectful, and B, is a piece of shit, right? So don't cry
Right.
foul now.
I
That's all
agree.
you need to know about. It's fucking lame. It's fucking lame. Either you're with us or you're with the fucking terrorists.
Right. And Popeye just came in, Popeye one, and he says, and I'm going to highlight it. That show was a shit show. Big Kev put on, could not get a word in edgewise. He's 100% correct. I mean, that guy was like a fucking broken record. How many times, Allo, we heard him saying that same shit? You know, it keeps going, keeps going. I mean, God, I mean, it's old. Okay, shut the fuck up, go over and do it. I learned a valuable lesson a while back, and I learned it, and that was the first mistake I ever made. And that's to go live and say, repeat verbatim what someone said they were going to do. And I learned in the Philippines, shit doesn't roll fast. So I don't do that anymore. I could give a fuck less. This show is about exposing the shit. So, Popeye, you're more than welcome. I put a link out. If you want to come on, no one's going to be over talking you. You're more than welcome. You don't have to if you don't. I understand, but thank you for coming in the live chat there. But anyways, I completely agree. You know that shit you learn when people turn their back and fuck you in the ass. Big Kev is going to see how this turns out. I mean, it's not the first time. I mean, I'm sure, right, Allo? You've gotten stripes. There's
No,
no
it's not. It's not.
fucking
It's not. It's not the
yeah,
first time. It's not the first time.
right,
It was several times now. I mean, and what happened to you the last time was another example of how quick he is to throw people under the bus. There's like zero loyalty, and he would throw people under the bus for obvious, no, for no reason at all. And let me just say something about the last show we had with Kev. I fucking enjoyed that show. I even enjoyed the show before that show. I thought that Kev is moving in the right direction. Obviously, that was a wrong assumption of mine. But what I mean by
exactly.
that is Kev has not been doing shows for a very long time. I have not been doing shows, and you are also new in the game as
I'm
far
new.
as
Yeah,
live streaming is concerned, because there was fucking nothing out there. There was nothing
right.
out there. There's zero fucking entertainment. Nothing. Zero.
Yeah,
Nada. Nichts.
that's
And then
correct.
what happened is that fucking Ricky Drama came on the scene. I came out of retirement. You got
Yeah,
started. You got started to get fucking addicted to this fucking hate virus here, and
yeah,
everything was somehow revived. It's not at
right.
the level it used to be, but it is somehow revived. And now they cry foul about these shows. I thought it was a hell of a fucking show. It was, if you took down your face mask and you would inhale like deeply, you would have smelled a little bit RRR in the air. It's just okay. Like with all the guys who were on there and the yelling, it reminded me a little bit of, and somebody actually said that in the chat. I think it was Mr. Tux. He said
Hmm.
it's a little bit like RRR versus Black American Expat 2.0, right? Something like that. And I took down my
Exactly.
face mask and I said, he's right. I can smell a little bit RRR. And everything that smells a little bit like RRR is always very welcome. It's kind of like your mom baking something in the kitchen and you are over in your room and you smell something good in the oven, right? That's how I felt about it. And it was a fucking good show. But now he is apologizing. He should say, fuck it. I don't care if I get a warning. I make sure I don't get a warning and I keep going because that's what people want. That would have been the right strategy. But
Well, here's
obviously
the
there are
thing.
people in the background who tell him, Kev,
Yeah,
don't let WTF on the show. Don't let Alo on the show. Don't let these
exactly.
haters on the show because they do not fucking like us. So they use Kev because they don't
Exactly.
fucking like us. They hold a grudge against us and they feel threatened because they saw there's a new fucking sheriff in town. That's what this is all about. Don't
That's
think
right.
that we do not know that. Don't think that we have our guys in the background too, because we have been doing this for years now and we know what we are doing. That's what it is all about.
What's up, Pi Pi?
It's another day in paradise, and just to sum it all up, I mean, I couldn't even say what I wanted to say on that show with that guy fucking repeating how he's going to kick somebody's ass over and over and over. And then, he let too many lefties on the show. What I mean by lefties is, he let Gino on. He let fucking Frank on at the same time. And dude, you get two lefties like that, two fucking real true liberal pieces of shit who get their feelings hurt very easily. What happens is they're like children. They start yelling over you. They start singing. I mean, dude, I like a good exchange back and forth where I call somebody a fucking idiot, a grape soda drinker, and then I'll stop and I'll let them fucking respond. And usually they can't because they're idiots, okay? And that's all
Yep.
they can do. They don't know how to insult. They don't know how to push any of the hate. Um, they're just inexperienced, And if you're not going to monitor your show with any degree of decorum, I mean, that's why you got the strike. That's why you got the warning. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I completely agree.
I mean, and if you're going to turn around, like Aloe said, and you're going to you're going to let people dictate who comes on your show and who doesn't, I mean, you're just a fucking weasel in my book, if you let other people dictate who comes on your show. Period. You know? And I just want to let you all know
Hmm.
the new Popeye short coming out, and it's going to be entitled "The Hobgoblins Filipinas."
When I see
Give you a little
his,
synopsis, okay? Synopsis. I am collecting a montage of all the Filipinas he brought on film. I mean, because this motherfucker's he's got videos everywhere.
Mhm.
I even got dimples in this motherfucker, right?
Oh shit!
All right, and I'm gonna try and. I think this is gonna end up to be at least a 10 or a 15-minute Popeye short.
Fuck! I thought it would be an hour. Shit, with all
Right?
the women he's fucked over.
And
And
I
I hope
got
you
the
cannot call it a
most.
short then.
No, it's not a short.
I may call it a short movie, But, and
Call it a fucking Netflix series.
and I got the most important gal in there, Jenny.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Mhm.
Oh, most beautiful word I ever heard in the world was my Jenny. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Jenny's front and center in this, and I think people have forgotten. There's the problem right there. I mean, listeners have very short fucking memories. Okay, But they do remember when I say you can pick the corn out of my shit and eat it. They remember that, though, don't they?
Yeah, that was your famous.
Right? So
Famous line on RRR.
um,
Fuck that.
you're going to hear Jenny spewing a lot of hate,
Yeah.
and I don't blame her for everything she says. When
Hmm.
when you watch this montage, it's going to take me a little while to make it, but it's being cut up. There's a lot of shit on the cutting room floor, and it's going to be at least 15 minutes long. I mean,
Well,
maybe even longer. And I'm not going to break it up into two parts. I'm going to just do it all at once.
yeah.
I hope everybody enjoyed the interview with a hobgoblin. I hope you
Yeah,
enjoyed.
I have it. Now, I will say this, not to interrupt you, Papa. I did have a fallout with Havoc Master on Gogo Bobo's show many, many years ago, just because he was being a dick. But I must say, Havoc Master fucking grilled his ass, and you notice he got canned for it. As soon as it didn't hit Bama's fucking liking, oh, you got to go. You got to go.
How many times have I told everybody from Popeye One
Yeah.
Show to
Yeah.
RRR
Hmm.
that these Z beggars, once they are done with you and you're not given any more money, they throw you away like yesterday's newspaper. How many fucking times I tell you people this? But
Yep.
do you listen? No. Fuck no. And then there's some that's so addicted that they give money on the side and come out in public say, I'm not giving any more money, I'm reformed. Well, shit. And you want to throw some hate on those idiots. Okay?
Yeah.
Because they're just forwarding this. And from what I hear through the grapevine, he's getting ready to run. Run,
Oh
run.
no. Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
You know, there's a thing that's really funny about this. If you watch, I don't know which show it was because I missed one. He he says he has this attorney, but yet he comes out and tells Frank that his attorney or anybody in the audience has videos. He doesn't. Anybody knows these fucking attorneys in the Philippines aren't taking multiple people on so they can rape them. I mean, if he did get an attorney, it's to protect himself against dimples per se. But he's making it sound like his attorney is going to defend him with all these
well,
online. They don't give a
let
shit.
me stop you there.
Yeah,
He pulled a Frank. All right.
yeah, yeah.
He walked up to an attorney's office and said, "Oh, I can't do the camera, but I'm going to go inside." And that was the end of the video. It's like Frank walking up to the police station, telling Quentin Blue or me that I'm going
Mhm.
to fucking report you and blah, 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 blah. And I just fucking roll off the chair. Okay. He pulled a Frank. He is learning some things. He is, he's got about a 70 IQ. That's borderline retarded. So he can absorb something from what he's been watching, you know. And it's like my boy Frank, he's in the chat telling me I'm addicted and blah, blah, blah. Please, Frank, just shut the fuck up before I start doing Popeye shorts on you again. Okay? And you won't like what I do this time because you think I was outrageous last time? Right? And you know what? I'll tell you why I come back. Not because I'm addicted. It's like
Right.
for the past couple of years,
Hmm.
I've been getting messages.
Hmm.
Uh, Nico's been calling me up. Said, dude, people want. I said, bullshit. People don't want me back. I'm done. It's over. And see, when I left, I left. Period. I left. Boom, gone. Right? But they keep saying, come back, come back. Pull me back in. Right? And
Hmm.
so I say, okay, I come back for a little bit, put out a few Popeye shorts, make you all laugh again. And that's the thing, make you laugh and show you how stupid some of these fucking people are. It's as simple as that. All right. And, you know, these days I don't have much time to do it. So there's not going to be as many as there was. There's not going to be any live streams, but I'll send some laughs your way because I got other shit to do.
Of course. Of course.
And I'm not like Frank when Frank says I'm leaving and then he comes back 24 hours. That's you're addicted, okay? That's like a guy who's addicted to cigarettes. He can only stop for like 5 hours and then he breaks down and has one. That's Frank. I mean, how many videos? You guys tell me, how many videos did he come up with and say that I'm leaving and he's back 24, 48 hours later? How many? Give me how many of those videos he did.
Yeah. 100% right.
I could do a fucking montage. Could do a montage on it, So I wanted to stop in here, say hello, tell you good luck with your fucking channel. Don't drink too much grape soda. Don't eat a lot of fried chicken. If you do, if you eat a lot of fried chicken, drink some bromide, okay? You feel better, all right? Or have a soda biscuit so you don't get heartburn, all right? All right? And so all my haters out there, pick the corn out of my shit and eat it, motherfuckers. All right? And Frank, just keep my name out of your fucking mouth and I'll leave you alone, buddy. Okay? Keep your fucking name out of my mouth. Okay? Because you're nothing but a doxer, a piece of shit. Right? Keep my fucking name out of your mouth and you won't end up on a Popeye 1 short. Right? So you've been warned, and you were warned right here. You threw the first salvo in that fucking chat, motherfucker. So think again. Because, dude, I'll show you no fucking mercy. I got footage that you erased long time ago, recently. Dude, it takes me like 2 seconds to download your shit, motherfucker. Okay? I will make you look like fucking an idiot savant when I get done with you. Okay? So keep my name out of your fucking goddamn mouth. Okay? And gentlemen, have a good evening. And may the hate be with you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Popeye.
Yep.
You're welcome anytime, Papa.
Very well. Carry on smartly.
Carry on.
Thanks.
I love that military talk. Carry on. Hey, Kevin's gonna regret this, Aloe. He's gonna regret it.
He's already regretting it. Look at the fucking numbers. Not a big deal, but he thinks in those categories. I look at it, 17 watching his fucking live stream right now, and we got 35 over on your channel. And this is the fucking second show. This is the second live stream now, and I think that you hit like 100 plus subs just a few days ago.
Yeah, a couple days ago.
Boom, bang, there you go. You have a platform.
But here's a new saying.
Already.
Right. Here's a saying to Kevin and all these guys out there, like, what's his name? The douchebag. All these other guys, it doesn't matter. When these guys say, oh, I've got more subscribers, I've been in the community, it's the amount you have, I agree, but it's the amount that's actually viewing all the time. You can have, go ahead.
And there is a very important correlation between number of subs and views. If a channel that is 100 or 200 subs gets 200-300 views, that is way better than getting 200-300 views with thousands of subs. I just got an FB message from Eric Baggio Drama Club, and he told me to tell you that he is backstage.
Oh, I didn't even look. I didn't even look. Sorry about that. Oh, there you are, Bagyel. Sorry, man. I was concentrating on the chat. There you go.
Well, hey, I gotta say this much: Popeye back in the game.
Yep.
Barry's gonna blow a fucking couple blood vessels in his brain and stroke the fuck out.
Oh no, he is. He is. You know, we remember Popeye. We had Alu, and he came out of retirement, and then he backed off. But he's watching the chat, I'm sure. But now all of a sudden, Popeye is in the game, and you know, it's a good feeling having the old hate crew. We're just here, and
Well-
there ain't gonna be no chicken and no watermelon on the show, and that's as nice as we can word it. Aloe to without getting a strike.
Well,
you know what I
well,
mean?
okay, without getting a strike, Allo knows where I grew up. West
Yeah.
Baltimore. I'm from West Baltimore, Maryland. West Baltimore. That guy was more ghetto than me than people I knew.
Right.
I will
More
tell you.
ghetto than me.
Yeah. And I'm from I grew up in kind of like it was going ghetto before it went fully to the ghetto. How can I say?
You
And
were black before black became cool. That's what you're trying to say.
I was semi-black back in the 80s when it was. Hey, I'm so ghetto. I go to the Lake Trout restaurant in Baltimore for a lake trout sandwich and a grape soda.
Let us hear how a black whale report sounds like, Eric.
No, I'm focusing on tonight at 6:00. Tick tock is bum on the clock.
By the way, you're doing a show later, right?
Yes.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about it.
It's gonna be tick tock, bum was on the clock, and we're also gonna talk about if anybody didn't watch Dimple's stream last night.
Mm.
No,
I
tell us
didn't.
what do we need to
I
know?
didn't see it. I didn't hear it.
Here we go. This is it. She's kind of dating now a very large individual that looks like he could pop Bama's head like a pimple. Who actually?
She is dating a big dude. Is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, trust me. She had a decent stream. She had like 70, 80 people on watching.
Wow.
You
Mhm.
know, but
Was she
Kev,
talking about the case itself?
No, that's the question I have. When she was on Big Kev show, did anybody ask her about? Did she ask for deportation in the case?
I don't think that anyone asked her any specific questions about the case itself. I think it was very general, and then the whole fucking Genuine issue exploded, and then she just jumped off the show. I think WTF was the only guy who actually wanted to interview or ask her a few questions. But Kev,
well, I don't want to
Yeah,
ask her.
Kev
I
did.
don't actually. You know what? I'll send her an email and see if she'll show up.
Send her an email. You know, it would be good if we can talk to her directly in a more in a better environment, right?
Yeah, and we really can't ask her specific questions about the case.
No, and that's one thing I noticed is that she's there she is. McDimples is in the house.
She's in the chat.
Yeah, she just came on.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Send her a link. Dimples, come on the live stream. You got surely some minutes.
Right. This Dimples, this is not like Big Kev's. We got all this yelling and kicking Bama's butt. You can speak what you want to speak. I'll send another link out. There you go.
Yeah. I got to finish watching her live stream. Every time I watch Kev's show now, it makes me want to vomit.
Oh, yeah.
Whose live show?
Kev's.
Yeah, like this is the thing with Kev. You heard the first part of the show, right? It was a good show. I enjoyed the show.
There you go,
And
Dimples.
the reason why I enjoyed the show is because of what has happened on that fucking live stream over on Big Kev's channel. I gave him a thumbs up. This was great. This is
Mhm.
good. But of course, there were others who thought you shouldn't let Alo, WTF, and all these other guys on your show.
Liberals,
Mhm.
And he has
liberals.
to
Yep.
have he has to
Liberals.
make a decision. That's all. That's all. That's all. You
Hey,
know.
you want to hear
I
something?
got something. I got to say one word real quick. I'll be damned with all this crap going on in America, the censorship. I'll be damned if someone tries to put a clamp on me when we're speaking the facts. Fuck
Well,
you.
that.
And
Well,
Big
that is.
Kev, Big Kev, you can get your mafia, whatever you think you have, fucking come after me, dox me. I look forward to it. You open the can of worms. You opened the fucking can of worms when you opened your mouth today in the show. You need to look at the value of what Jerry the Fairy is doing for you. And you're soon to find out, because if you think we're done with this on one show, we're not. You're as fucking golden as fucking Bama and Frank. So we're not done. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Ella. Go ahead.
Well,
No
no,
problem.
I just
Yeah,
wanted
and
to
hey,
say
by the
this.
way,
I just wanted to say this.
sure.
Kev could be like Ricky D. We just turn our jester loose on him.
Nah, the thing is this: Kev is not really, Kev is not a target or something like that. We will just call him out for all these
Right,
contradictions. That's the
right,
point. But it's not. Kev is not Ricky D material. Kev is
Wow.
just, Kev is a guy
no,
who lets others dictate on him what he can do on his channel, and now is obviously frightened because he got a warning or a strike. And of course, those voices in the background who hold the grudge against me, WTF, and others will get louder and louder. And obviously, Kev is not aware that those guys have an agenda. WTF and I do not have an agenda other than having fun. If our
yep,
channels go down, then what we are going to do is we are going to start a new channel, give each other a shout out and all the other guys, and they will help us to rebuild our respective channels. And that really
right,
shows you, um, what our true motives are. And our motives are never money, never AdSense, or never super chat. Uh, Nothing like that. It's about the fun factor, the entertainment value. That's all there
Oh
is.
no, it's no
There
my
is to it.
my my enjoyment's going to be seeing the notification come up on Facebook from Bureau of Immigration. American citizen Barry Lee Jordan has been picked up by the fugitive search warrant and transferred to Bicutan, the immigration holding facility at Bicutan.
yeah.
That'll be my
But
satisfaction.
not to veer off of Bama, because Bama fucking gives us entertainment for free.
Yeah.
He just opens his mouth and we've got value to fucking go off of. But what about this new guy? Well, not new guy per se, but this fucking Ben guy,
Who?
Aloe. 40K
who?
Ben. Yeah.
Oh,
He's
A
is that the is
complete
that
fucking loser. A
is that the
complete
oh
guy?
fucking loser.
Is that the guy that was trolling for uh lady boys on Walking Street and put it
Yeah,
up
yeah,
on
yeah. That's the
YouTube?
guy.
yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's him.
he has a video of him sitting on the bed right next to a lady boy and just having fun. I mean,
Was he was he having was he sober?
no, that
When
motherfucker. Hey,
that guy's
that
never
fucker.
sober.
No, he looks like
He's
he's
drunk
zoned
by
off.
default.
He looks like he's zoned off somewhere in the fucking like satellite somewhere and kicking back. That motherfucker is so slow. He even went to sleep on a live stream in the bedroom. I mean, and then here's the big thing. He has SF or FSV as a wrench on there. Now the two birds of a feather flock together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Period. Dutch
Yep.
tells you a lot. And we've got many people messaging, especially Elo, about this 40K Ben. We got the lowdown on what this guy is about.
Oh, I already got it. Allo already messaged me on Facebook.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we
But
know
you know,
what
it
it.
just says a lot about the people that these people flock to, and the
Yeah,
channels that they have, and what those channels stand for. I mean, I get
yeah,
it. There are people out there who watch those dudes because of the entertainment value. They want to watch a train wreck, and sometimes I'm one of those guys. But there are others who actually really think these are their friends. They believe that those guys are having a good time, that they are cool dudes. Ladies and gentlemen, there is absolutely nothing cool about these guys. And the fact that Ricky associates himself with this Ben Newton guy and Bama tells you a lot about his character and the kind of person he is. And if you don't see that, then you might be part of that fucking mob of fucking losers and lowlifes, because there are so many fucking parallels between all these guys. And if you can't see the difference between us and them, if you still have to make up your mind who are the good guys and who are the real haters and low lives and losers, then you might have a problem, and you might want to
exactly.
talk to your therapist about that, because it is fucking obvious. It is very, very obvious. Uh, Somebody sent me a link to a video about this dude Ben Newton, and there's basically everything you need to know about the guy. I'm going to
Yeah.
send you the link to that video, WTF, later, so you
Yeah,
can put
send
it
it to me
in the
too.
link. Yeah, and to you too. His real name, actually, and everybody knows that by now, is Timothy Darcy Wedd. WEDD, and I just do not know how the Philippine
I
immigration department let a guy like him even enter the Philippines. That's a guy who needs to be fucking deported. And if you have any information that we can report to the Bureau of Immigration, then please let us know and reach out to us on this channel, Baguio, or on my channel. You will find the link or the emails on our respective channels. Don't hesitate. Reach out to us if there's any information. And as we speak, we are also looking at his place where he is from in Adelaide. That's
Hmm.
Bedford Park. If you have any brothers, sisters, info about his parents, please let us know. Reach out to us. Thank you.
Yep. Yep. Like always. That's it. And, you know, I know we're bouncing around. The show was highlighted, but
oh
Big
I'll be
Kev's
I'll be I'll
stole the
be back.
show.
I gotta drop Barry off. I got a
Okay.
flushing.
Well, go ahead. Just don't bring the damn mic in there. Anyways, uh, oh, the
Yep.
this guy, like, it's two is birds of a feather flock together, like you were saying
Hmm.
earlier with Big Kev. This
Hmm.
guy Jerry the Fairy, he goes back way back to R&R. I've watched a lot of the old videos on Big Kev's show, and I've watched a lot of the stuff that was back then. I was remembering all this stuff, and it didn't dawn on me because I was new back then. That fucking little firefly, I was going, what the fuck are they doing? And then the face, it hits me all of a sudden. Fuck, it's Jerry the Fairy. No wonder. It honestly didn't dawn on me back then because I was just, getting into it hardcore. I've always been in the background watching and laughing my ass off at the RRR show. Fucking believe me, I'm laughing my ass off. But when I started to get more attack style, I went live on Popeye's show, and he let it be said. He said, "Don't let this shit encapsulate you. Don't take it personal." And now I finally do. I don't give a fuck. You notice I have no fucking wrenches. I don't care. You can say what the fuck you want. This is fucking, I'm like fucking President Trump, his platform. You guys come over here, you say what the fuck you want. Let's see.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
who
I
this person,
absolutely agree.
I don't
And
know who
it
this,
wouldn't.
no,
Please
he
go ahead.
just jumped off. There was a guy, SB, that tried to get in and he just dropped off. It's probably one of the
SB.
minions. SB.
Hmm.
Have you heard of that?
Never
I
heard of
haven't
him.
seen that. He just took
Never
off.
heard of him.
Yeah,
There's
interesting.
one thing you need to know about Jerry since Jerry came up. Jerry is one of the guys I told you earlier. He would wish a guy like a guy like Ricky would fucking come after us because he holds a grudge against us, but he would never openly admit about that, you know. But the last time when you just fucked him over on Big Kev's show, he didn't really like that. He is is the
Hmm.
kind of guy who would get pissed about something like that. And you know, the real Jared is the one where you had this encounter a couple of weeks ago where he started to raise his voice, and then he
Right.
realized later on when he went back and listened to it again, I can't do that anymore because else I'm going to get a bad image, an image of a guy who loses his shit. So I shouldn't get too much involved in the fucking drama. So now it's just like, ha 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 ha, ho, 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 Whiskey, take it easy. Ha, ha, ha. I'm just asking you a question, Whiskey. Ho, 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 ho. I'm not bothered. You know, that kind of shit. But we all know, especially the guys who know Jerry the Fairy a little bit longer, we all know how much this fucking pisses him off. You know, when you talk down to him, it really gets under his skin. And I wouldn't be surprised if he would be listening to this live right now, or if he will be listening to the podcast, because he
Right.
will listen to this, absolutely no doubt, because people by
Yeah.
now will know there is a new guy in town, and go over there and listen to it, you know. And they probably will claim Big Kev has to react, Big Kev has to fight back, you know, because
Yeah.
listen, guys,
Yeah.
we have not been attacking Big Kev. We are
No.
just talking about the facts here. And the fact is, again, for the guys who are just tuning in, you cannot have us on the fucking live stream and enjoy the fucking drama and show. And when you get a warning after that, drop us like a fucking hot potato just because there are some other guys in the background who tell you shouldn't have these guys on in the first place, and then go with them, because then you will eliminate, you will basically abandon everyone who brings some form of entertainment to your rather, no offense meant, Kev, boring live stream. Okay, and you got to see that, you got to realize that, because when
Yep.
WTF started this fucking live stream, the numbers went up, and this is a fucking morning show in the Philippines. And this show, I have
Right.
no doubt, will easily hit a few hundred views within 24 hours, and will overtake Kev's live stream numbers within a week or so, no problem. And that says a
Yes.
lot about the quality of his show, because he has been around for 500 years now and still doesn't get better live streams and more views if it is all about the numbers, because he looks at it through the numbers.
I've
Again,
had
Kev,
people
don't
message me.
alienate the guys who bring the action to your show. Think about it.
Exactly. Yeah. I had two guys email me, and I guess they got, and they did say, "Hey, you and Allo doing a great job. Expose the scum." That they told me, just like you just said earlier, be careful on Big Kev because he'll stab you in the back. And I just kind of blew it off. But you bite the hand once, and then you do it twice, Big Kev. You don't got any balls. So,
Heidel
you know,
Heidel Dresscock said, wrote the comment. Allo, you used Kevin's show knowing he was looking for acceptance. You guys dishonored him. I don't think that I don't think that's
nope,
true. I think
nope,
you know, personally, I have nothing against Kev. I think Kev
yeah,
is a decent guy in my book. I mean, I know about the stories about his kids and about the scams that people talked about, but I always ignored that, you know, because I thought like Kev is actually doing a good thing by providing the community a platform, because that's what Kev
exactly.
does. He
Mhm.
provides the community a platform. He has always been around, has always been doing shows. He is a host who does let people talk, but he has to realize that when people come on his show, he should stay neutral all the way, or
Right.
cherry pick the people who get on his panel. But you can't have it both ways. You cannot have a good show, let us on the show, we bring the views, we bring the entertainment, and then when things go south, you just claim that we are the bad guys, we shouldn't be on the show, or block people who actually gave him money. That's kind of that's what I think is dishonest. That's
Yeah.
not cool.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, thank you, Don C, for subscribing, buddy. Just got another sub right now. I've known Don C for a long time. He's another hitter in this community. But you're absolutely right, Aloe. You know what? I learned a valuable lesson which I was told to worry about a long time ago and not do. Uh, I'll tell you the truth of why I gave him the money. You want to know the truth? I felt bad
Yeah.
for his kids. It wasn't about his, you notice when he gets large money like that, he's buying new camera equipment. He's doing all this other stuff. Hey, not to change it. There's a Michael in the background wanting to go live. Do you know a guy named Michael, Ella?
Michael, there are a few Michaels.
Yeah, I
Eric,
don't know.
There's Fazio.
Michael Fazio, Michael Knight, the Knight Rider.
Yeah, there's no
Michael
avatar.
Jackson.
There's no
Nah.
avatar for this guy. Yeah. I guess we can put him on, and if he talks shit, I just kick him off.
Yeah, sure. Let's see.
All
Let's
right.
take the risk.
Yeah.
Let's get our first fucking
He ain't
warning.
gonna hide. He ain't gonna. Well, you know what? Someone may try that shit. You got to be careful.
Yeah, of course, man. You're a fucking target. You're a fucking
Yeah.
target.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hold my hand over his avatar, and as soon as he opens
Yeah.
his mouth, he's gone. Okay, here he goes. Okay, add to stream.
This is going to be
Hello.
exciting.
Who is this?
My name is Michael. I'm not a troll, okay? I've been
Okay.
listen to me now for a second. I've been following Timothy Darcy Wade, aka Fake Ben Newton.
Yeah.
This is the YouTube channels that were terminated. Ben Newton Chronicles, 720 BKK, Thailand Ben, Phuket 159, Walkabout Thailand. Recently 4K Phuket 4K. Paul Heineken. His Ko-fi.com /tben 3556 one was terminated. His Buy Me a Coffee Phuket Ben was gone. His Streamlabs is gone. This guy is being supported by 7 or 8 people. Look at Buy Me Coffee /4K Ben. He's got approximately 30 people supporting his activities. Hello?
Okay. Yeah,
Yes,
we
sir.
hear you. We hear you, bud.
Yeah.
He's been reported by the Australian authorities of his death threats.
Towards
Yeah.
who?
Huh?
Towards who? He made death threats towards whom?
Listen to me now. He made death threats to English people in England. He threatened to bomb London with a nuclear bomb on live stream. Listen, no, seriously, guys. I'm not joking you.
No
He's
fucking
threatened.
way.
He's threatened Capio. He's threatened this guy. What's
Sounds
his
like
name? He's made death threats, guys. This is not a joke. He's made death threats.
Allo, he's the one threatening Fazio.
No, Capio. He's threatened to kill Capio.
That's a Thailand vlogger, right?
Yeah. But he's from England.
Yeah, I have heard of him because
from
I got
England.
an email. I got an email a few days ago, and then there was a list of a few guys who are going after Ben Newton, and I heard that name, the one that you just mentioned, because I'm honestly not familiar with the Thailand YouTube community. The only guy I know is Greg Bender, Twitchy, but he's actually not on YouTube anymore. I have a question for you. Are you following the YouTube community of Thailand or the Philippines?
Both. I'm doing both.
Both of it. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Ricky Drama is Richard Jared. He's from Las Vegas. He's a former Army infantry guy that was discharged for mental illness and alcoholism. He's now in Thailand with Ben Newton, aka Ben Newton is a fake name. His real name is Timothy Darcy Wade. He's from Australia. He's a national Australian.
Yeah, I understand. Where do you get that info from regarding Ricky D's
It's on the YouTube. Look at YouTube, guys. Just type in Richard Jared. Richard Jared is a former Trump supporter. He helped Trump win the election. Richard Jared is a right wing political activist.
But the military disability issue. I mean, the for drinking, alcohol problems. Where did you get that from?
Basically, he was
he
medically
served
discharged.
Yeah, he was medically discharged, but he served in Iraq.
I understand. Yeah, I understand.
He served in Iraq and Afghanistan as an infantryman. So he was discharged. He was discharged mentally unstable.
Infantry. What you said? Infantry. What?
Infantry. U.S. Army infantry.
Infantry in the U.S. Army is listed as 11 Bravo.
Yeah, 11 Bravo.
11 Bravo. So
I'm a former medic. I'm a former Army medic.
I'm 11 Bravo 1 Papa. I was airborne 87.
Yeah, I was 11 years and 7 months as a 91 Bravo 20, a combat medic.
Right on, man. Well, it sounds, judging by listening to this guy and the way he's acting, it's perfectly sounds and supports everything that you're saying, because this guy is a tweaker, and so is Ben, and they hit it together. But definitely his DD-214 must say other than honorable.
Yeah,
I mean,
honorable under medical conditions. He was discharged
honorable under medical.
Yeah. Unfit. He was unfit to serve further in the military, so they discharged him.
I'm really
Is
surprised.
Ben Newton actually still allowed to be on YouTube? Because usually when they terminate your channel, he's not allowed anymore, right?
No, he's not allowed. But
Ricky
listen to me a
Drama
second,
came
guys.
back.
He came back. He's what he's doing. He's got other people opening his account for him.
Okay, yeah.
Let me tell you the accounts he had.
I want to, real quick before you say something, you said that they're in Thailand, but actually they're both in...
No, he's in the Philippines. He's in the Philippines.
Okay.
He's in the Philippines.
Okay, yeah.
Both of them are.
Yeah.
Newton and him. Yeah.
Right now, he's in Angeles City, Philippines, and he's going towards Manila.
Yeah.
He just gave up his room in Angeles City.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, these are the accounts that were terminated from Timothy Darcy Wade. Ben Newton Chronicles, 720 BKK, Thailand Ben, Phuket 159, Walkabout Thailand, Paul Heineken, 4K, Phuket 4K. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 accounts. He's got 9 accounts now. 4K, 40K Ben. These are 9 accounts. He just keeps on opening more accounts.
Yes.
And look at the 40K Ben. He's deleted and destroyed evidence. All his videos are taken down. Go check on the account. All the videos have been taken down. He's got 633 subscribers right now. If you look at Social Blade, www.socialblade.com, and type in 40K Ben, you'll see the subscribers and the videos reviews. He's got over 7,000 videos he's produced.
Yep.
The views, 7,000 videos.
I understand. Yeah, actually, we are getting a lot of info lately about Ben Newton as well, and the good info. Starting with all kinds of edited, stuff. Let me just get. Let me
say something real quick. Last week, 40K Ben, Timothy Darcy Wade, on Buy Me a Coffee, he raised $1,125 last week. $1,125. Buy Me a Coffee. That account has got to be terminated, guys. You have to go on.
That makes me fucking wonder who sends a guy money who openly admitted that he doesn't have to work, because there are people out there who send him money to travel around Southeast Asia doing what he does. I mean, it's just fucking absurd. I'm going to put a link in
lady boy loving freak.
Yeah.
But who supports something like that? Who supports something like that?
Here's this account, okay?
Ricky Drama.
Buy me a coffee /
Exactly. Ricky Drama.
40K. Buy me a coffee / 40K, and it'll show you the account and show you all the people are sending him money. That's
Yep.
where he's getting the money from.
Yeah.
His PayPal account was terminated. His Gmail account was terminated. His
Well, I would encourage everybody who is on YouTube right now, who is listening to this, report that channel, because that channel shouldn't be on YouTube. And the same is true for Ricky D. By the way, I
Big
would just
Shot
like
Travel.
to bring the attention to the link that I just posted. It's a Rumble link. I posted it just now twice. Copy it after the show. Go there, watch it. It's a 40 minutes video on Rumble, because YouTube took that down because there is so much stuff on there that's not allowed to be played on YouTube, and it just got a very small amount of views yet. Somebody sent me this. Thank you very much. You know who you are. We really appreciate the info and that you reached out to us. Go to that Rumble link.
Okay.
And check it out. That's all you need to know about our friend Timothy Darcy Wed. I actually don't even know how to fucking pronounce that name. Weed, I don't know.
It's Wed. Timothy Darcy Wed. It's an Australian name. He's a national. He's an Australian national.
Timothy Darcy Wed.
Wed. W-E-D-D.
Okay.
Yeah. You said you just posted it, Aloe?
Yeah, I don't see it, Aloe.
I don't either.
Wait a minute.
All right,
Here we
guys.
go.
Good night, guys.
You see
Okay. Good night.
Hey, thanks.
good night, John.
You're more
Thank you
than
very much for
welcome to
coming
come
on the
anytime.
panel. Thank
That
you.
was good
Yeah,
information.
I subscribe to your channel, so I'll be
Okay.
watching.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Have a good one. Thank you for your service. Thank you.
You're welcome. Take care, guys. Bye.
Yeah. All right, here we go. So this guy's okay. I just sent off an email to somebody in Thailand to ask the question if the Thai government kicked him out and terminated his visa in Thailand, and that's why he's here.
Yeah.
So we'll find that out. Answer.
I was just told the Rumble link is not showing in the chat. What I'm going to do now is I'm going over to StreamYard and I'm going to post it in the private chat, and then you guys will see it. And then I guess you could post it.
I can post it. Yeah.
Yeah. WTF. Let's see if it works. And guys in the chat, please let us know if it's working now.
I'll try it. Let me know.
Sure, because YouTube does that sometimes. You know, when you don't have a wrench or something like that, then it does that. But WTF, take a look. That link will give you will take you to a site, Rumble, where you will find out everything about what you need to know about our friend Ben Newton.
I think this is the one, right? It should.
Yep.
I just posted it.
I just bookmarked it. Do we know anybody in Adelaide? Where's Bobsy at in Australia?
Bobsy is in Perth.
Okay.
Let me just check if.
Oh, by the way, for all of you Bumla supporters, Thursday night,
Yeah, there you go.
GMA 7 TV. GMA 7 TV.
Yeah. What about that?
3 people, 2 Germans, 1 American in Palawan got picked up for overstaying and transferred to the deportation facility in Taguig, Bikutan Taguig, wherever that.
Were there any drugs involved? Any drugs? Any crimes involved?
Straight up, straight up overstaying.
Okay. And now I see the link. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot put it in the link. Check that link out after the podcast. It's a good one. And let's report the guy. Let's see. Maybe we can pull a second Ricky D. I know that you were one of the guys, Eric, who reported Ricky
Roberto did. I did.
Yeah. Roberto did. You did. A couple of other guys did. And obviously it paid off.
Now, back to Big Kev. I got to watch the stream.
Yeah.
Who the hell is talking in his ear?
Oh no, he always is picking up his cell phone and getting
No, I meant
commands on what to do.
I'm telling. Yeah, but who is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
It's
Jerry
probably
is one. Then there are others who are not very happy about the last performance. But you know,
oh yeah.
numbers don't lie. I mean, numbers really don't lie. I mean, I look at it right now. There's 14 people watching, and here we got around 30 people watching, and that
But we
really
were
shows
just a
where
minute
people
ago.
want to be.
We were at 38 just 20 minutes ago, so it's been
Yeah.
going up and down. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But
it's double, more than double what he has. That shows if numbers matter to you, and Kev looks
mhm,
at the numbers. If numbers matter to you, it says
mhm.
you want to have these guys here on your live stream, and you don't want to listen to the voices that whisper to you, you should not have these bad people on your panel, you will going to get a strike, you're going to get a warning. Well, the thing is, there is no show. There is no show otherwise. So you have to make up your
Exactly.
mind. But at the end of the day, it's his decision.
Yes.
It's his decision.
That's correct. It's his channel, but he's going to pay in the long run for that decision.
Absolutely.
He's going to pay for it.
When are you
Well-
going live again, WTF? Tell us a little bit about your channel here. What are you going to do with this? Because I think one of the reasons why people flock to your channel right now and sobbed in the
Mhm.
last couple of days, because I mentioned that you are
Mhm.
going to do this regularly in this
Yes.
during this time. Tell us a little bit something about that, so we can get the word out there about
Yes.
time slot.
I am going to target this time slot so that way it's 7 p.m. in the afternoon US and 10 a.m. Philippine time, and I'm going to do it. We were going to do it on Monday, but I'm going to do Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I think that's what we were talking about, and so
There you go. Yeah, 10 a.m. Philippine Standard Time every week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday in the morning, Philippine Standard Time. Perfect.
that's
Once
And
people
I'll
know that, they're going to tune in regularly, and the number of
right.
subs and the number of views will keep growing. That's good.
well
Almost
now
had almost had a brain fart there because we originally were going to do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but Allo had some business, so we decided to do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday.
then
Exactly.
I'm gonna run Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 6 p.m. Philippines time.
There you go. The community is alive.
Hey,
Eric,
you know what,
back.
Eric?
WTF doing shows regularly. Popeye
Yeah.
doing his shorts. Kev being told what to do on his channel. It's almost like 3 years ago.
Oh, I put a link in the StreamYard chat to TikTok. Bum was on the clock. Is Bum on the clock in the StreamYard chat? If somebody could post that for tonight.
Oh, you're talking. You put it in the private chat.
Yes.
Okay. Private chat. Oh, I see it.
So everybody can go over, share, like, subscribe, share. I encourage every.
I'm hosting. I don't care if I'm, telling people to go over to your channel. We're all have the same mission right now. It isn't all about the subscribers. Well, to me, yes, I can get the word out, but I don't care about the AdSense. I give a fuck less.
Since Ricky D came on, and I had to bring Allo out of retirement because the gap tooth guy, fucking with the bad hair dye job, said, "Oh, you can't find out. Nobody can find Allo the Winter." Pick up the phone. I got Allo the Winter in 15 minutes.
He got all of the winter on his fucking speed dial, Eric, just after Food Panda.
Hey, Food Panda helped me survive the lockdowns.
Hey,
Where do
Jack
you-
Thompson in the chat. Well, hey, welcome to the channel.
We'll be back to Frank after. Now Frank keeps kind of going lower now on the food chain. You got Bama, Ricky D, Ben Newton.
Yeah. Yeah. Bama, you know, I just watch his videos or his live streams, and that guy is the best compulsive liar I've ever seen. That
Thank
guy
you.
doesn't, he's a compulsive liar. He's so good at it. I mean, he one chat a while back, he goes, the Philippines don't care about what Americans do against other foreigners and foreigners. But then he says on his last show that he's going to file charges if he gets in a fight with one, and have, just like, I just don't understand this guy. The biggest bullshitter. I bet you he hasn't even went down to reserve an attorney. I bet you he's just paid a little bit to kind of wait for a hearing, and
I'm
he's
telling
gonna
you,
bail.
he's getting yeah,
He's gonna
exactly.
bail.
But he can't get off the island because he doesn't have a what's that thing called? Help me out. If you got
Don't say it, but the beer flu. The beer flu.
Yeah, no. There's a certain certificate by an agency here. They set up a website where you
Oh
input
yeah,
your.
I forgot. Honestly,
I've
I know
got
what you're
one.
talking
I've
about.
got one. They give you a little thing. You put your picture on it, get it laminated.
But see, I'm not leaving, so I ain't getting one for a while until I see what this new president does and how things are going.
Well,
Yeah.
in order to get on a bus, plane, train, bus, boat, here you got to have that little card that says you've been
Yeah.
back.
You mean the vaccination
But
card?
yeah, but you know what's funny?
Don't give it up.
Hey, they didn't say one word to me on Cebu Pacific when I went to Cebu and came back with my wife.
I just know is that
Yeah, that's weird.
I
Maybe
had somebody
I skipped through
up until let me think 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago. We had the police checkpoints because you can ask Allo Baguio. There's only like 3, 4 roads that come into the
that's
city.
right. It's called a One Health Pass. That's right, Bobsy.
Ah.
Yeah, no, there's another one too, but
Yeah.
no, we've got only got you can ask Allo. We've only got 3 roads coming from the south that come into Baguio. Period.
Yeah.
And we had police checkpoints at all of them. If you weren't a resident, you had to be. Fuck, it was a fucking mess.
It was a fucking nightmare. I remember
Yeah.
that. I visited
Yeah.
Baguio, and they will fucking escort you to
The convention center.
Yeah, and then you have to line up and then test and this, that. It takes like 2 or 3 hours. And even before you go to Baguio, you have to fucking register.
Right.
You don't have to anymore now.
Yeah,
because
but then
we've had 0 cases of COVID since Christmas.
Who won the mayor of Baguio won re-election?
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
Parking
Nazi.
The parking Nazi, damn. But not to get off subject, but
no, not to get off subject. 13 years, I didn't have to pay to park on Sessions Road. Now I got to pay 50 pesos an hour.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, no, if you were retarded, you could get away with that. I mean that being disabled, but anyways. This is a shout out to Ricky D's new channel, The Fucking Idiot with Ben. Those two, we got a photo of those 2 lover boys together, and I must say, you know what I'm talking about, right, Aloe? Yeah, those 2 lover boys are sitting together, and there's even a photo of Ricky in this fat gut. It looks like it's going to touch the floor, kissing this girl in a hotel room.
Yeah, and it seems to me that it might be a ladyboy.
Yeah, it looks like it.
If you watch that Rumble clip that was posted earlier by WTF, you watch it till the end, you will see screenshots of Ricky, and obviously that's in Thailand. And I wouldn't be surprised that he would be engaging in that kind of sexual activities over in Thailand, and probably even in the Philippines, because Ben Newton does it, and there's no reason to believe that Ricky wouldn't do something like that. He's just probably just more aware of the fact that it would look very bad for his image if he would admit doing something like that, because he tries hard to come off as this stud on the internet, like Big Shot Travels, he calls him now. I mean, it's just, I can only shake my head in disbelief and laugh about this kind of idiots out there.
Yeah, no, I have to agree. But did we cover all the main points of the show? Because Kev kind of took the limelight. He took the star in the beginning, but it was basically Ed Lippett. I will say this, since I'm on my channel, and you were over talking me with your list.
Fucking pussy, you're a fucking pussy, WTF, you're a fucking pussy.
Fuck. That was driving me crazy. I bet you his phone or his computer screen is all full of spit. But anyways, out of respect, he's an elderly guy. I want to clarify.
And he's a veteran.
And he's a vet. I have respect for that, so I'm going to let it go from this point. But I will say, Ed, you got it all wrong, bud. Okay? I simply said that it happened to me when I went there. And that's all I'm going to say. You cannot say with 100% certainty that every single DI is going to follow any rules if there is any. Come on, we're in the Philippines.
No, there's no, and also
no. Yeah, go ahead.
And they're also not tied together yet. They're still working on the integration for the computer systems.
That's correct. And what had happened to me was years ago, and it's their discretion. I didn't have to pay anybody. So whatever you come up with this fascination and fantasy in your brain, I don't know, but I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything bad about you because you're a vet. So what I'm going to say, man, is that, I think when you get, I don't want you to get that excited anymore. I'm worried about you getting a myocardial infarction, which means tissue death, which is heart attack.
Fucking Ed is always COVID positive, 24 hours, 7 days a week, COVID positive, 365 days a year.
That and he drinks that beer. I can't even take the smell of it. God.
What beer
when
is
Ed
that?
Farts,
it's the San Miguel, Pilsner in the big 1 liter bottles.
When Ed farts, the whole fucking barangay is locked down and it is fucking COVID positive.
Oh shit. My goodness.
Oh shit! Yeah, Ed is okay. I like
okay
Ed.
guy.
Sometimes he just talks fucking shit. I mean, it's just Ed is Ed now.
Ed, you're taking small doses.
Well, no. What I figured out last night or the other night when we were dealing with that shit, it didn't do me any good to argue. It was like dealing with a child. You can't convince him otherwise. He's at that age, maybe Parkinson's or something is kicking in on him, and I got to respect him. I ain't gonna trash that guy, but Big Kev is fair game. Big Kev, you drew first blood. So sleep tight tonight.
What are you saying? Is it like all out warfare?
Ed's
barred, pull no punches.
Ed's sickness is fucking San Miguelitis. That's how the sickness is called. San Miguelitis.
No, but the bottom line is Ed is a good guy. I've known Ed for a long time on the stream. 5-6 years ago. I don't know if he was that, but like I said, I was in the background. But in all honesty, I don't know if Eric was saying all-out war. I won't say it's a war. I think Big Kev hung himself with his mouth. Wow. That's it. And the facts are the facts. And that's what will always be on this show. Okay? No one is going to be censored. The only time it will even get close to that is someone threatens personal kids, does anything like that, or threatens death or that, or you try to overtalk the panel and they kick you off. but you're more than free to say what you want in the chat.
I think
I
even
ain't gonna
Frank
be
is
like,
still listening right now.
yeah, Frank can say what he wants. I
Pretty
welcome
sure that he is still listening somewhere in the background. He just wants to make sure that we don't comment too much on him, because he knows that when he is in the live chat, we are going to target him one way or the other. And
Yeah, his
probably
carotid artery's going.
the same is true with Jerry the Fairy.
Oh, Jerry. Ugh. Hey, Jerry, I know you're watching. Hey, buddy, groom your wings. Okay, make sure you get them licked, get them good to go. Okay, I offered you that day on the show. You're more than welcome to come over here. But you know why you won't, Jerry? I'll even put you on the panel. You can have free reign. You can do what you want. But you know why you won't come over here? Because you got to get Kevin's left nut out of your mouth.
Yeah, that's exactly true. I mean, it would
You
it would
got to
be
get it
basically
out.
fucking same. We actually could do a fucking live stream on Jerry's show itself. He wouldn't agree to that, of course. But
No,
this is the
I
thing.
wouldn't go over there if you paid me, though. I just watch it sometimes and laugh my ass off. Mr.
This is the
Expert in
thing.
the
This is the
Philippines.
thing with fucking Jerry. Okay, he
Yeah.
won't come on these shows. When
Okay,
he
hold
does
on.
a show, it's probably on Big Kev's show.
Hello.
And the reason is because he thinks he has some sort of influence over there. It would be the same. And make no mistake, ladies and gentlemen, Jerry is not the kind of guy that you think he is when he is not showing up here, as if he
No.
is not involved in this. Jerry is very much involved in this. He has his small circle of people he talks to regularly. He's knee deep in the fucking drama. Drama is his fucking middle name. Okay,
I want to
and
say something real quick.
is knee deep in this.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Ella.
Please go ahead.
There was a lapse in the sound, and I thought you were done. But anyways,
It's that
straight
Euro
up.
trash accent.
Oh no! When I looked at an old photo of him on Big Kev's, and he had his beard and everything, that guy looks like a fucking terrorist. I mean,
He's Armenian.
I know the fuckers.
That's close
you know,
enough. That's close to the same part of the world.
Right. And if you put 2 and 2 with him talking trash about America and the troops in America, it ties in completely.
He did what? He did what? He did what?
He talked shit. He called me a private. He that's granted. That shit lit my fire, and I fucking hosed his ass that day on the show. But you know what? You can do anything you want, but don't talk shit about vets. Don't say this about fucking our fellow vets that have served the USA. He's trashing the USA. He can take his little scrawny ass back to fucking Armenia or wherever he's fucking at and bow down to their shit. He doesn't, he couldn't handle America is what the problem was. That's it. Don't talk
he's
shit
never
about
been a big fan.
vets.
Yeah,
No,
he's never been a big fan.
I don't
That's
think
true.
our was just using them to mock them and laugh their ass off. It's obvious. I've watched a lot of our videos, and that's it. Period.
Yeah, that's true. That's absolutely true.
They were just using them as kind of like playing tennis. He was a fucking ball.
Can I debunk? Let me debunk Jerry for a minute. You have a 13A, correct? WTF?
That's correct.
How long ago did you get yours?
Oh, shoot. Let me think for a minute. I'm glad she isn't watching.
While you're thinking,
almost 6 years. Almost
okay.
6 be 5 years.
You're about the same time as me. You're due to get a new updated iCard.
I got to get a new one in 8 months.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you or did you not have to have statements notarized by an attorney when you applied for yours?
Well, I had to go next door and get a lot of stuff notarized. I can't specifically remember.
Thank you. Well, they changed that rule. Then he wanted to argue about it one time.
He's an idiot. I had to go next door. I had to fill out 3 copies. Okay?
Yeah, that
and
you do.
I did it improper, if you know what that word means. I did it myself. I didn't. He says, "Why don't you have, those what do they call them? Brain dead right now. Those fixers or whoever do it. I don't like
Mhm.
anybody looking at my shit. So what
Yeah.
I did is I sat there at a table that was off to the right, and she helped me do it, and I filled out all three identically the same. You know that long folder in the
Yes.
Philippines with that the metal tie in the top, and you
Yeah.
had to have everything in exact order. And
Yep.
I had to go next door. I had to go across the street to the mall and get the photos. I had to do all that stuff. I had to
Well,
go
this is
many times. It was like $500 a pop to have the
yeah.
attorney notarize it. And
Well, no,
once I got all three folders done, I submitted it, and then we went online and we kept looking. You know that on the website, and it
yeah.
would tell you in group if it was approved. And then they did it, and I went there and then applied for the ACRI, and then it was a month later. It was fast.
And you do
They
the
called me.
interview, and you do the
Right.
interview.
I did. I
Okay.
did. Well, I'm jumping that, but if you want, you do an interview, and I remember the lady saying to me, "It's good you brought that up." She said
And well,
this. She goes, "Welcome to the Philippines." She goes, "I'm happy for you and your significant other, but there's one thing I want you to remember is don't belittle and don't talk down to the Filipinos here in this country." And I said to her, I felt offended almost. I said, "I would never do that. Why are you saying that?" Because she said, "We're constantly kicking people out for doing that."
yeah.
And I
Okay.
said, "Oh, okay."
This
So I
is
said,
fine.
"Okay." And I walked out, and I thought, honestly, when that show was, after that incident, I thought, "Oh, crap." Because I did get in an argument with one of the guards, and it was for something stupid. He touched, my wife, and I didn't like it. And she said to him, not, and he was laughing, so I got up in his face.
Yeah.
But she pulled me back, and another, and we let it go, and
Well,
nobody showed up, and I hurried up and got in a taxi and got the hell out of there.
no,
But
I just wanted to ask because he said, "Why did I get a lawyer?" I said, "We got a lawyer to do the
right.
statement part." But
Well,
come to find out,
I think you needed to take it down a notch or two, because you remember you're dealing with Jerry the Fairy,
well,
okay?
this
And
was like
he's
he came way after I got mine and you got yours.
right,
But yeah, you had to do, and the interview process for us. He said
right.
2 words for me. He goes, "Oh, you've been married 10 years. Why haven't you done this before?" And my wife sat there, had to
Yeah, I know.
explain it. And she explained that I
Right.
was working abroad, blah, blah, blah. He
Here's
goes,
the
"Oh,
thing I will say out front. The Bureau of Immigration is watching his channel, because I forwarded to the guy down the street, and she just laughed and handed me the thing, and she goes, "This is exactly what we do not want in the Philippines, because we have to deal with angry foreigners coming into the
oh,
BI saying that
yeah.
they can do this and do that. Why is this out?" And they have to fucking deal with it. They do not want these people in their country giving out directions to other foreigners. You can say that this is available and you need to go there and apply, that's fine. But do not give the detailed process, because they change shit all the time and foreigners get angry on the price and all this. She said, "This is exactly what we don't like." So if you're listening, Jerry the Fairy, fuckhead retard, okay, you're an idiot. You've always been an idiot. You have no content. All you got is, "Oh, let's see what our monthly expenses are." Oh my God. You know how many times I've seen that?
Allo
Oh,
started that shit years ago on Quentin Ballou, and it takes two
oh
people
yeah,
to.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember
Allo,
that.
that's your fault. What's your?
What's my what?
You kept everybody. Everybody, what's your budget? What do you blah 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 blah? What's your
Oh,
Hey,
budget?
I
do you
know.
know where that's what brought me? That's actually what brought me into the
Yeah,
community, the whole
yeah,
YouTube thing. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yep,
Now
yep.
I could say this: he lives in Valencia, which his
I,
cost of living. Hold on, his cost of living is
mhm,
cheaper than mine and yours because you're down south and I'm in one of the larger tier 1 cities of the Philippines up here. So our
mhm.
cost of living is different than what he has.
I
Well,
mean,
no, I
yours is
got to give
higher,
him
right?
credit. Right, right. Yeah,
But
I got
yours
to
is
give him
higher.
credit. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no. I just wanted to ask Baguio after that statement. You mean yours is higher Is that what you meant, Eric?
Yeah,
The
mine is
expensive.
higher because I
Okay,
can
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you why. We pay more
Yeah,
for
of
seafood.
course. I mean, of
We
course, you're in Baguio.
No, I've been there. I took a flight and then we took a bus to tour
Hmm?
San Fernando and backtrack and went up that area. And I know Baguio is a lot more expensive, but it's a nice, cool area to live in.
never
Yeah.
had air
I,
conditioning yet. I don't have
hey,
air
hey, you
conditioning
know
in the
what I liked?
Philippines.
We stayed in that hotel. I forgot the name of it, but it overlooks the hills when you're driving up. And I seen fog literally that morning.
It's not
You know,
fog.
what is that? I
That's
thought it was
actually
fog.
no. That's actually clouds coming through.
Okay,
Bag
clouds are
bag
technically
fog.
fog, but you know,
Well,
but
the lowest point in Baguio is like 7,000 feet.
yeah,
The highest point is where the Japanese. I'll help Allo out, get him off. It's where the Japanese soldiers raped and killed all the nuns. I
right. I
can't
heard
think of the
about that.
name of that. That's
Yeah,
like 8 plus. Yeah,
yeah.
but no, I
Baguio's a nice area. I went up there. Yes, it's more expensive, but what I like about Davao is the fruit and it's awesome. They got a lot of fruit down there, and the weather. We kind of escape 90% of the time all the bad typhoons that come in through the
Hmm.
Visayas, in the center. We escape all of that. We get the thunderstorms and the rivers overflowing, and it causes problems once in a while, but it's nothing like Luzon, the bottom part of Luzon, Leyte, Cebu. That area gets hammered all the time.
well, here's
So
one. Here's one. Did you stay at the hotel where Allo went and raided somebody's wedding reception's buffet?
You
no,
talk about
no.
the manor, right?
The
Yeah, yeah,
Manor
yeah,
House?
yeah. I've seen that.
Inside Camp John Hay. It's actually one of the best addresses up in Baguio, I think, because and the Forest Lodge. The reason why is because
Yeah.
it's basically secluded from the city.
Hmm.
Up
Yeah,
in
Then
it's
up in that up in that area. By the way, since you are in the Davao area, WTF, have you ever been to that Swiss Deli in the city, Davao City itself? There's a Swiss delicatessen shop.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Uh-huh.
They have two of them, I think.
Yeah.
I think they have two. Yes, it's really good. I love to get some of the cheese there, and uh, I can't remember. I think they have a restaurant there too, because I remember
Yeah. A
going
cafe.
with the. Yes, yes.
And I
I've
think
been
these
there.
dudes, also
It's
have
right next.
some sort of a milk production company
Yeah,
outside of Davao. We know where the
right.
cows are eating green grass, a little bit like a small Switzerland production of Swiss stuff, and they deliver it throughout the Philippines to
Yes,
Swiss
yes.
dailies, other Swiss dailies, and also to hotels and restaurants all over the Philippines.
Yes, I went there the first time I went there. Um, I went through a party of one of the wife's family, and they said it was there. And we took a taxi there a long time ago, and I said, "Wow, got some cheeses in here," but it was definitely all Swiss. It was really nice. The cheese was good,
Yeah,
expensive but good. It was good.
yeah.
yeah,
Mm,
I want to
mm.
hit that place. I got to get down to Clark and hit Allo's Deli down there.
Yeah, or go to the Swiss Chalet and have breakfast there. There's another one, the Zermatt or Zermatt, also a
I'll
Swiss
tell you.
place.
I'll tell you a good place to get cheese and lunch meat up
Hmm.
here in Baguio now is Rustan's Marketplace.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Rustan's Marketplace is always cool. Rustan's Marketplace has all kinds of food, cheese, meat, salami.
Australian, they got good
Uh,
Australia. They got a
yeah.
good They actually have
Did you
WTF.
notice that lately, Italy, all these high end shops are importing a lot of Australian goods,
Oh,
dairy. I
Hmm.
mean, I'm talking about yogurt, milk, and stuff like that.
lamb,
Really good quality stuff.
lamb.
Yeah, Australia.
Okay, let
Good
me
stuff.
answer a question. Baguio, you pay more for food because everything has to get trucked in, except cabbage, broccoli, carrots, strawberries, all the cold weather stuff. Everything else gets trucked in.
Hey,
Yeah, but that's
real
the
quick,
same for
Baguel.
all these cities.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Do me a favor. There's always something going what time is your show again?
6.
So that would be what time, America? I'm trying to see the market.
Early
It's probably
morning.
5 a.m.
I think
6 a.m.
it's 3 a.m. America. Why don't you
Oh,
bump it up 3 hours? That way we hit both markets.
well,
That's
no,
why
because I'm going back out this afternoon. I'll change it on my next one.
Okay, that's fine. But after this show, go
Yeah.
3 hours later
Yeah.
so we can kind of get both markets.
Yeah.
That way we're not. You'll find that it's good. That's why I chose 10 and 7. You know, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But this guy's asking, how's Baguio? You pay more for food up here because it gets trucked in.
right. Yeah.
But actually, the Roustons actually has 1-inch thick Australian ribeyes now. And
Hey,
filet.
take care, HD. You're always welcome to come back. It's a nice
Hey,
guy to talk
look
to.
look who just showed up in the chat.
Big Kevin
Big Kev.
Media.
Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Uh-oh. What's up, Big Kev? Is that a peace
Fucking
offering? A
bashing.
donut?
Hey, I gotta go. I gotta go because I gotta grab.
Hey, what's up,
I
Big
gotta-
Kev? Love your show.
I've got to.
Hey,
Yeah, there you
good.
go. They're grown in Trinidad. There you go. Get technical with me.
Yeah.
And the
That's
mountains
funny.
around.
All right,
know,
go ahead.
I gotta run because not unless you're gonna have Kev on the show.
Come on, Kev. Come on the panel. We need to talk to you.
Yeah. You want to be on the panel? Just let
Actually,
me know.
I'll postpone for 15 minutes, and I'll be right back. I gotta go get a coffee.
You're
Okay.
lying, Eric. You're lying. I know it's lunchtime and you need to run.
Yeah, it's 20 minutes till noon.
It is.
Uh-oh. Should we let him on the panel after he talks shit to us?
I think we should let him and then talk
Yeah?
to him and tell him what we think, because he might not have heard the first part of the show because he was live by himself. And if he gets out of control, you could do him you could do to
Like
him
he
what he
did
did
me.
to you, which is block him.
But if hey, let's reverse it, since for any of the audience that didn't hear it, let's repeat it really quick. Hello.
Sure, yeah.
Big
Yeah.
Kev, I think what you did on your show was, in your mind, maybe you've got to get Jerry the Fairy's balls, out of your mouth. Reversal, whatever you guys are doing together, you got to stop listening to all this stuff. Your show is your show. You're a big man. Pull up your pull up. Okay, you allowed Gino to be on your show. You know what this guy is about. All he does is repeat himself 100 times about set up this fight, man. I'll kick his ass, man. Forget all of that. You should have right away seen what direction that was going, and then when he started feeling like he was being racially profiled, then you should have just booted him off. But it's your show, so basically, you set yourself up for this. And then we in the chat got fucking tired of being overtalked by this brown nut, okay? And I'm going to say it that way because I don't want to get a strike. But this I'll say it another way. This fried chicken watermelon eater, okay? We got tired of it, and we responded. Nico, Popeye in the chat, he had to get off. He had to take ibuprofen. He couldn't handle the shit anymore. And I don't blame him. Fuck, I was getting a headache. What the fuck? I mean, this guy was no value at fucking all. No fucking value. Okay? It was just a water. I mean, he
It's fucking watermelon eater.
I mean,
That's a
if
good one.
that guy, uh-oh, We got a chat coming up. It says the detour. I don't know what that is. Anyways, I'm going to finish what I was going to say. This guy had no monetary value at all. He was just saying the thing over and over again. So I just said, you know what? Where's this going? I was hoping you would kick him off. But what I thought really was unclassy on your show you just got on, and I watched the beginning of it. I know you were targeting me and Aloe, it's obvious, but man, like I told you before, brother, you don't bite the hand that feeds you. And the show, if you look at the numbers, we're up at 35.
Oh, he wants a link.
40.
He wants a link. Give him a link. Give him a link.
What do you think?
The watermelon eater defender.
The watermelon eater defender. Okay.
Give it to him. Give him a link.
Give
Give
is
him a-
running for president.
Okay, this is like your second stream. You gotta. I know you probably have a pair. Give him the link.
Let's see. I'm kicking that guy off. I don't know this guy. Kick the deporter. I don't know who that is. Okay. Invite. Hold on. Okay. Got it?
Look, my favorite wrench is calling for it, Mr. Tux. I miss the days of Mr. Tux and Psychosis just eating people up in chats.
There you go. There's the link. Anybody is more than welcome. But like I'll go back to what I was saying. The numbers, it doesn't matter if you have 1,600 or almost 2,000 subscribers. What speaks volumes is the active amount of people that constantly go to your show. And you have to admit, Big Kev, when me and Aloe, Nico, even Popeye was on there, the numbers jumped up into the 50s of 48. And that's what makes your channel. Unfortunately, drama is where it's at. They don't want to see a guy sitting there staring up at a monitor and saying, so many are in the chat and welcome, and then say, buy me a coffee and all this shit all the time. It gets fucking old. You need to make a productive,
Check
something
backstage
productive.
and see if he's here.
No, I don't see anything. There's a link. Big Kev, you're more than welcome to come on and explain. I don't know how you're going to dig yourself out of that. But you're hold on. There is Big Kev. Big Kev.
Okay, I'm gonna be quiet because I want to hear what you.
Yeah, don't say anything. This is between me and Aloe because he targeted me and Aloe. So I don't know how he's going to get out of this, but we'll sit there and listen, and then we're going to respond. Okay, here is Big Kev. Welcome, Big Kev.
Hey, can you hear me? Test 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we know it's Big Kev because.
Am I too loud?
No, you're not, but we know it's you.
Is it hurting your ears?
No.
Are you getting a nosebleed?
Nosebleed? No, nosebleed is from people don't understand English or Tagalog or Visaya.
I just don't want it to be too loud and you got some kind of headache or whatever. So how's all my niggers doing?
Don't.
Oh, what's up, my nigger?
I ain't gonna deal with that.
Okay, somebody put him up to that.
No, I know he did, and he isn't gonna do that on mine.
He's trying to put a strike. He's trying to put a strike in your show.
But whoever's watching or monitoring the show, they can see I kicked him off. So, anyways,
actually,
I'm not going to tolerate that. If that's all Big Kev has, then he is mentally challenged.
Okay, Kev, you just made me postpone my lunch over at Amore La Cucina Brick Oven Pizza. Thank you very fucking much. I postponed my lunch for that shit. I'll see you later. I'm gonna have
Okay.
a lunch reservation.
Go.
So,
Get the fuck out of here. We'll talk to you later. I'm joking.
I'll drop you an email. I'll drop you guys the
Talk to
link
you later. Yeah. Bye bye.
Yeah, later.
Enjoy your meal.
You know what's so hypocritical about this is Big Kev says on his channel that he doesn't want the end show and all that. And I thought he was going to be a man and confront why he said the things that he said and why he did. But instead, he wants to come up and try to ambush the channel. How does it feel, Big Kev, to be kicked off? I didn't delete you, but how it feel eating the fucking scraps down there in the chat? How does it feel, Big Kev? You know, not such a big boy anymore as you thought you were. Totally bullshit what you did. I helped support you and your family, and you want to fucking diss me like that? You can suck the crack out of my ass, okay? I will never, ever go to your channel again. And you know what? I have nothing against Roberto, and I know Roberto's your friend, but if he wants in on the battle, that's fine. He's going to lose, okay? I have nothing against Roberto. This is between you and me. Okay? That, you know, you could have done it. You know, you start out little baby steps with your supporters. You should have said right away, if you didn't agree to any of the comments or some of the wordage, should have muted the guy or muted us. We would have got the hint and said, oh, he doesn't want us that. Or even timed us out and put and explained in the chat. But instead, you listen to your fucking minions, which is Jerry the Fairy, these other guys in the background. You listen to that shit, and they may throw you a fucking carrot, which is $5, and I gave you a fucking Cadillac. Okay? So, you know what? This is going to be remembered for that. I don't back down easy. I told you before that you fucked up. It isn't about the money. I learned a valuable lesson. It's mine. Okay? I earned that, and I gave it to you as a tool to help you and your family. But you know what? It's okay, because I was a good guy. I gave it to you. But never again. And never will I do it to any other channel. I remember someone a while back telling me not to do it. You know what? And I broke that for many years. We're talking more than 6 years. I've never donated to anybody. But you weren't a troll, but you are now in my book. You're a fucking troll. So anyways, you'll never see any money from, so many people told me I had to delete my show just for what happened. Well, you know what? I understand that, Big Kev, but you got to be a man. Run your fucking channel. Do you think that I'm going to listen to people in the chat telling me to take this and that? Fuck them. This channel is about free speech. You can say what you want, but if you start doing stuff and I permit you to go live on here and you start saying shit, or you won't shut your fucking mouth for other people to say anything, your ass is getting booted. I'm going to give you the Kevin boot. Okay? That's it. I don't know if you want to say something, Aloe, but I've spoke what I meant, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Kev, look, the thing is this, you know exactly that when we had a good time on your channel, you were one of the guys who, you know, you enjoyed it. I mean, you had your cam on, you were laughing, we had a good time, and everybody agreed to that. And I think it was really true that the last show with me and Nico and WTF on your live stream was a really good channel. And I mean, a really good live stream. And people actually also said that in the comments. And the show you had prior to that was also a good show. But the second one really topped it. It was almost RRR-esque, you know. I mean, it was a top show, and I was very happy to be on that show. We had a great show. Now, I see a little bit of a problem here. Let's put it that way. I think that when you start listening to people who told you, and it's guaranteed that they did, they told you, you shouldn't have Alo and WTF on your show. They just bring hate and it's not going to be good for your channel. Then you have to make a decision because you cannot have it both ways. You know what Gino did. Gino was the guy who actually provoked us. And at some point we had to react. And that's what we did. And we delivered a good show. Um, when
Hey,
I
Aloe,
when I was
not to interrupt you. We've
Yeah.
got Big Kev again trying to come on. I think he burned his bridge already on that. I don't know. What do you think, Aloe? I'm game.
It's
Whatever you
it's
feel.
absolutely it's your decision, WTF. If you want to let him on, I'm good with that. If you do not want to let him on, I'm good with that
Okay,
too. I'm
I'm a
I'm,
man.
I'm here
I'm a
as a
man of my.
co-host.
I'm a man of my word. No censorship. But if you start saying things in retaliation for stupidity that you did on your channel, it's your channel. You allowed that shit to stay on there, and then you're going to kick and ban and take shit
que-
away from me. Yeah, that ain't going to
The
cut it.
question, yeah,
Yeah, go
sorry,
ahead.
I just want to ask you, Kev, when did you realize it was not a good show? Because you just said it was a good show until the N word came out, and you heard that on the live stream. Why did you not intervene? Because I would have a lot more
Exactly.
respect for your decision because the N word was there
Exactly.
all the time. And you were laughing and you were shaking your head and you said, ha ha ha, ho, 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 don't say this, don't say that. But you were laughing. You were actually part of it. I mean, you were. I mean, you were the host. You could have said, "Hey, uh, I enjoy this. This is a good show, but Alo, don't use the N word. And Gino, don't call Alo and the others pieces of shit, bigots, and racists. Okay?
Hmm.
Don't make threats." Then you could have done that from the very beginning, but you didn't. You kept on saying that, hey, this is a good show. Welcome to the bullpen. Welcome to the 50, 60 plus viewers.
That's all he
And
was paying
the
attention to.
time you had at the time you started to have regrets, that was like the other day, because people came to you and said, okay, Alo, WTF, all these other guys on your show, you shouldn't have them on because they mean trouble. But those
Right.
people, they are not honest with you, Kev, because they just hold the fucking grudge against me and the others. That's the reason. The N word issue is something they just want to embellish now and make you feel bad that you let that happen. But that's not the truth, because all these other guys, they don't give a shit about the N word or whatever. They just want to make sure that we do not have a platform on your channel. And by you giving into that, and it looks like that, is like saying, I like you guys when you bring and produce a good show on my channel, but when there is the slightest form of fucking criticism, you just drop us like hot potatoes. That's the issue here, Kev. That's that's
Hmm.
that's that's the problem here. It's not about the fucking N-word, because you could have said something. And nobody probably gets that, because I hear the N word on many other live streams as well. I don't even think that that's the reason why you got a warning or whatever. It must have been the stuff where he said, "I'm going to kick your ass. I'm going to do this. I'm going
Right.
to do that," and
Right.
it must be other reasons as well.
It
And if you
was
don't
threat
believe me,
violence. Yeah.
yeah, threatening violence. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to upload a vlog where I say the N, walking down on the Makati Road, I say the N word 100 times in a row. It's not going to get a strike. If you want, I can do that. Who knows? And not maybe not 100 times, but maybe 10 times. Okay, so that's the issue here. It's not about the N word. It's about you turning your back on us once again, and that's what we felt. That's not so cool.
Well, I will say something else. I think Nico got tired of being overtalked by this guy, and that's how it initially started. You couldn't get a fucking word edgewise. Popeye came on, he wanted to say something, he couldn't get a word edgewise. He's the person that's controlling his channel. We just got fucking tired of it, and there's a difference between a N and a black person. It's definitely a proven thing, and it doesn't have a color. It just so fit that it fit him, and
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
There's a guy Machete in the chat who said WTF and Alo were calling out Ricky for using a similar word at Greenbelt, but not the N word, and they had a field day with it. But now they use the N word, and it's okay. No, that's absolutely not true. What you meant is there was a guy, or there is a guy out there with the name Alu Manotti. I believe he has put out a vlog bashing Ricky D for using the N word, and I think, or I think it's Fun and Drama in the Philippines. But it's one of these channels that attacked Ricky for using racial slurs, and it was the N word as well as uh, referring to Moroccans or something like that, or Arabs. I remember that vlog. It was somewhere out there. Somebody can please
Right, right,
confirm that.
right.
But I never attacked Ricky for using any language like that.
Hmm. No, I think he lost his signal a little bit. But anyways, guys, until he comes back, the bottom line is it happened. It is what it is. I warned you, Kevin. I think you had. I think honestly, you had Roberto probably telling you, "Hey, man," And Roberto even thought what you did in the beginning wasn't cool. You know.
Calling us all kinds of names, and
Hey,
we
Allo,
didn't
Allo,
start that. It was a reaction.
Allo, you cut out for a while. We lost you for like 2 or 3 minutes. So I don't know
Okay, is
what
it
you
better
were
now?
saying. Yeah, I got you now. If you want to repeat what you were saying,
Okay,
two
cool. Yeah.
minutes.
The reason, just to make it short, we did not start to use the N word without any prior provocation. The guy was actively provoking us, and I asked Gino a question. I asked him, "Are you a rapper?" That's it. Because as you
Mm-hmm.
saw on his channel, Gino, or whatever his
Mm-hmm.
name is, he has rap songs up there, Drake and other music songs, gangster rap and stuff like that. And that's why I asked him, "Are you a rapper?" Because he was very proud of the fact that he has like 450K views. So where does the racism come in here? And when he started to provoke us, yeah, then I said, "Okay, you think we are racists? Okay, we're going to take that and we will use the N word." That's it. Do we really believe in stuff like that? No, but it's not important to me if you think we are racists or not. That's what it all comes down to. If you want to really go there.
Hey, Big Kev is in the background. I see him. He's
No, I did
actually.
not. No, Machete. I did not ask him if he eats watermelons and chicken, because actually that's an American thing. The Americans make that connotation with watermelons and chicken, and I didn't even know about that, because that's the shit
I'm
that
not going to
happened
name
with Black
names.
American accent. I did not. I
Yeah,
did not ask him that. I said, "Are you a rapper?" And
yeah.
then that's it. And then he lost his
But
shit.
you know what, Allo? That really doesn't fucking matter. The context. The bottom line is, and I agree with everything you said. The bottom line is, Big Kev let his channel get out of control. It's his responsibility. I don't give a fuck what was said. The guy deserved the term. Okay, spear
Absolutely,
chucker,
absolutely. Because if somebody
spear
comes to you and
chucker,
tell,
whatever.
yeah, if somebody comes to you and calls you a racist, all of a sudden a bigot, piece of shit, you need to
Right,
get your ass kicked, then you call him the N word, because they are very sensitive about that, and I get it.
right.
But our intention, and I don't know if that makes any difference for guys like Machete and all these other guys, we do not, or I do not use this kind of language because I believe that these people are bad or inferior or whatever. I don't believe in all that kind of shit. But what I do is I will provoke a person, and if the N word gets under their skin, then that is not my problem. The guy is a fucking knucklehead, calls everybody a fucking racist, uses obviously the color of his skin as some sort of a tool slash weapon to call others fucking racist just because we called him out for his fucking nonsense. The guy just talks a big game, talks about how he's going to get Bama and stuff like that, and nothing of it is true. He just keeps repeating himself. He's probably drunk as fuck and high on some drugs. And then I just made fun of him and said, "You know what? Are you a rapper? Because you're talking about your 500,000 views, and it's not even your stuff. It's a video of Drake that Canadian R&B rapper, whatever you want to call it. So I was steering the discussion in that direction, and then he would just pause and say, "Are you a fucking racist? You're a fucking bigot," and so on and so forth. And then I said, "Aha, you want to go there? You fucking N? Are you an N?
Right. Right.
Did you order the code N?" and so on and so forth. I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, speak about racial slurs. I get that all day long. People call me all kinds of fucking shit, and I don't get riled up over it, because if you give these
Hmm.
people power just because they say a certain word, then that's really your problem, okay? Because people
That's right.
call me all kinds of names, and I don't get fucking, I don't have a fucking meltdown over it. I mean, remember BAE, for instance, and others. That's just part of the game. If you are so fucking thin-skinned, then do fucking cell phone reviews and airplane ticket vlogs. Don't come into the drama genre. Just stay away, okay? But when people, you are so fucking this guy is so fucking sensitive about the N-word. There could have been other issues that you could be sensitive about too, like the violence, for instance, that was talked about, or the threats. How about that? Why do you just cherry pick the issue you want to make us look bad? Because it's not going to work.
Yeah.
I have been doing this for a while now. Honestly, I simply do not care what you call me or how you think about me or how you feel about me.
I
Because
don't
else,
either.
if I would care, we wouldn't be doing what we are doing right now. If we look, that's the point of fucking drama, getting your reaction, good or bad, and bad is even a better reaction to drama than the good one. We have a lot of people who support us, but we probably have an equal number of people who fucking hate us. And
Right.
Kev, the problem with Kev is you can't have it both. You can't be a little bit into drama. You cannot have WTF and Aloe and Nico and all these others and Popeye on the show a little bit. You're either in or you're either out. Because
That's
everybody who
right.
associates with us at some point will face some sort of pressure by listening to shit like, "Hey, you cannot associate with these guys. Did you hear what Aloe said on the live stream? Did you know that Aloe did this and this and this?" So you have to distance yourself from the Aloe the Winter Crime family.
Exactly.
And
Yep.
that's not how it's going to be, my friends. That's really not how it's going to be. If you think we are the bad guys, if you think we are you throwing around all these racial slurs, then so be it. I will not be here and explain to you that we are not the bad guys. You just you decide on your own. We are just calling out certain issues. If you like it, fine. If you don't like it, even better. That's what drama is all about. We couldn't care less.
Exactly. And I want to answer Machete. You know what, man? You know what the N word means, and the reason why it was said that day in the show. Okay, it was deserving on the person that wouldn't shut his mouth. Why would we just yell it out now? That's a different context that was being used that day. Aloe isn't saying anything that deserves it. There's nobody on the show, so that's it. Oh, there's Bama in the chat. Yeah,
Who is Bama?
whiskey tango whatever.
Ah, okay.
That same guy I showed
I
you, but I could care less.
I did
But
I didn't read that. Yeah, please go
yeah,
ahead.
but Machete, you know what? We didn't just say those words that day for just no reason. It was deserving of the situation, period. I'm not going to just, no, I'm not scared to use it. But if someone comes on the live stream acting the way they did that day, then they're going to get the same. I'll deal with the warning. But there's no reason to use it right now. It ain't about that. You guys are twisting this, and it doesn't matter. I'm not going to explain myself anymore. But what do you think? He's in the background, and he's going to go. I'll give him one more chance. Big Kev, if you're still out in the back, let's see. Yep, you're here. We'll give you one more chance. Okay, you use that word unjustly, unless we're going to treat you badly where it deserves that word. Then that's okay. We deserve it. I'll take it like a man. But if you're going to try to ambush this show, I'm going to kick you off. You can say what you want in the chat, but you're not going to do it live. This is my show. Okay, we're going to try it again. All right, Big Kev, there you go.
Hey,
Yeah.
all right, I'm here.
Okay, you asked to get on the show. We got you here, bud.
Oh no, people told me to come on the show, so I mean, I only caught a little bit what was on, so I didn't catch
Right.
because I
Why
had my
did
own
you?
show going, so
Yeah.
I wasn't able to hear all the good stuff you was talking about me. So
Well, we weren't talking bad about you. We were just telling you the facts. And here's the thing, Big Kev. You know, I know you got your minions in the background telling you what to do. They're calling you all the time. And you know what? You're the host of your show. You let that guy Gino on. You know he's been spewing hate towards Obama for the longest time. We all know this. But he
I,
kept, let me finish. This is my show. Let me finish. Okay. Um, you need to fully understand, okay, that you're the host of your channel. You should have said, okay, I have enough of you talking over my guests on the show, and you should have stopped it, period. All right. But by you allowing it to stay on, it's all game. Everybody, it's all game. And he was over talking Nico. He was over talking. Well, Popeye didn't even get a chance to say shit because there was no room. And then it started turning into a racist thing because he didn't get his way and everybody piped in. So I understand you got a strike, but you need to understand also that's the risk of having a show. Drama sells. You can't just have people on there, blah, 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 okay, whatever, buy me a coffee. You can't do that shit. Drama sells. And you got to admit, you know, when we were on that show that day and we had all those high profile people, you were up in the 50s. Okay? So you got to make a decision and overlook these minions that you have as so-called friends and look at your channel. It's a business. I understand why you're doing it. You're doing it for you and your family. So you got to understand that if you allow these people to come on, you need to do it productively and understand that, hey, there's going to be a risk. And when someone says something that's not right, then you mute them. And then you say it live, say, hey, guys, I don't want that word being used. And then it would have been stopped. Okay, but instead, you allowed it to go on the next day. You start kicking people off and mention the N-word and wrenches, which I could care less. I was giving you crap. But you know what, man? You just don't tear up people that were giving you your live show that night. You got to admit it was wild. So
yeah,
that's all I got to say.
Show.
It was an awesome show. You know. So anyways.
When you say about the wrenches, I mean, I took away Pennsylvania truckers wrench. Like I said, about over 95 people. Lost their wrench, and
yeah.
so I mean, not just you, but I took
Well,
away a lot of people's
I don't
wrenches.
care. I don't care about the other people, honestly. You said enough. Actions speak louder than words, and I got it. You didn't have to say anything. What you did, it was obviously targeted to the people that made you feel uncomfortable, and it obviously freaked you out that you got a written. But you know what? That's part of doing business. You either have to understand that may happen, and you need to control it right away, or like you did, you decided to keep it on. And if you decide to keep it on, you got to deal with the consequences, if there is any. But not destroying people that are supporters of your channel, financially or not. It speaks volumes of what kind of person you are.
Well, it just felt like people was throwing gasoline on the fire.
Well, you kind of did that by allowing this guy on your show which hijacks the show every time he's on there. Big Kev, this
Yeah, but
Gino guy attacks everybody. He
yeah,
he
but see
doesn't.
that Gino guy just a couple of weeks ago, um, 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 Roberto was giving him high praises. You was giving him high praises about this is what I was like when I was young and all this kind of stuff and all this stuff.
High
Now
praises about what? Explain. Elaborate.
about his attitude about Bama and
Well, no,
everything.
look, you need to understand one thing, Big Kev. By him, the first time he came out, of course, we don't know about this guy. And, we heard him speak and we were giving him praise. Just go fucking down there and do it. But then when he kept coming on, okay, and kept coming on your show and saying the same damn thing over and over and over again, we started getting fucking tired of hearing it. And then after a while, I say, okay, this guy is just a keyboard warrior. Okay, he's speaking it, but he ain't doing shit. I mean, obviously, if this guy is rolling in cash, anybody with common sense would say, okay, you've got this big of a vendetta against this guy. Why don't you just take your ass over there and take care of it? So that's it. That's just the way I think about it. I think there could have been a different way to approach this, honestly. And I think by throwing me and Aloe and other guys under the bus, the crew, the guys, I think it just showed what you were really intending to do. And it's just like Bama. I'm sorry, I'm being honest. There's no difference, Bama or Frank. You could give Frank money, you could get Bama money, and it shows. Havoc Master did it. And then in the end, you get fucked. It's proof. You're just a number to them. Where's the honor in it? There's no honor. It's about the money.
I mean, it's also the lack of decisions, being taken when it happens, and that's somehow it looks like a weakness, because Kev, you started to have second thoughts not when the N word was mentioned, but when people started to come to you after the show. And you always have to ask yourself, are these people really concerned about the N word, or are they really just people who hold a grudge against me and others? And it's not always it's not always very clear.
Well, the people that called me out, they wasn't. I never talked to Jerry. Jerry wasn't the person that called me up, but other people called me up, and they told me that don't air that video because something's gonna happen. And
Well, we're not dishing you for the reason of doing it. We're getting you for the time of when it happened. You should have taken appropriate action. It's just like saying to your child, allowing them to do whatever and saying, okay, by actions, like I said, speak louder than words, and then you discipline your child later. It's confused. It's a confusing situation. You either got to be a man and accept the consequences for what had happened and say, hey, this can't go on, but not throwing people under the bus. You're trying to justify what happened by blaming someone else. When it's you, it's your show. We don't have the power to mute. We don't have the power when someone's on the live stream. It's you.
yeah, okay, but it felt like like with people being on my show, it gave them liberty to say the N word. But if they were on their own show, they would never have said the N
Oh,
word
no.
because they know
Okay.
what would happen.
No, we weren't even. I'll tell you the truth, and I think Aloe can agree to this. Nico, Popeye, if he was there listening to the bullshit ramble, we used the word and it was appropriate for the time. Okay, when he started tearing into us and shit, we had to fucking end it. And that was it. And that's when I made my statement. I didn't start it. I fucking ended it. And I said there's a difference between a N and a black person. And that's all I said.
Yeah.
And everybody concurred. And by
Well,
you
YouTube
allowing
didn't
it,
think so.
well, I understand. Well, you know what? That's you know what? That's the price you have to pay. You either got to make a decision to allow drama on your show, or go to knitting quilts all day and going live. That's it. Drama sells nowadays. Look, we're almost at
You know,
40.
when I heard what you just said, Kev, it doesn't
Yeah.
really make any sense, because what you are saying is we are using the N word only on your channel. It's kind of like saying that we somehow planned it. And the thing is that I was not even on the show. You know that. And people said I'll get on the panel, and Gino came, basically was on and off, and um we didn't know that he was even there, and that he would react the way he would react. Nobody was actually provoking him, and nobody wanted to ambush him on your channel. What happened is that he got out of control, and he started to do these accusations of racism and bigotry, and it somehow mixed with threats. um, Going to kick your ass, you're a piece of shit. And then he was bragging about his 500,000 views. And every time somebody would address him, he would ask, who am I talking to right now? But
Yeah.
when we asked, or some of us asked him, so what's your channel? He would say, are you stupid or something? Are you stupid or something? It says it right there. But in the same time, he would always ask people, who am I talking to right now? Is this Aloe T Winters? Is this Aloe T Winters? And it just got somehow annoying over time, because the guy made all these threats, can't follow through it. And if it really was about keeping your channel clean, then you could have done that a lot earlier, before it would have gotten out of control. And let me just
Right.
add, if you would have
Right.
said, "Alo, you can't say this on my channel," I would have stopped immediately. I would have
Right.
stopped immediately, Kev, out of respect to the channel, and out of respect of the fact that you do not want to have any warnings or strikes on your channel. Absolutely. But
Well,
to
I figured you would know better
even
anyway.
insinuate no, because to even insinuate that you would somehow endanger your channel, and get and intentionally put a strike on your channel, that's absolutely not true. I mean, believe it or not, we never planned to hijack your panel, and use the N word with the intention of you getting a strike. If that's
Oh
what you
no,
believe, or
I
if that's what
understand
others are,
that part.
yeah, just saying.
But
Yeah.
when once there's blood in the water, you everybody acted like a piranha and started attacking him, and then the N word came out, and everybody thought it was like an easy word to say.
Well, you have to understand the situation. You allowed that guy to come on. You wouldn't allow anybody to speak. People were getting tired. And to be honest, he fucking overtalked Nico, and Nico had a field day with it, and we just all finished. That's exact facts. And that's where you failed as someone in charge of your show. You should have stopped it there. By you allowing it to go, you're condoning it. And when you condone it, we're going to finish it. That's it. The guy was totally out of control. He needed to be out, kicked off. He just kept repeating himself. That was it.
Well,
You know,
I don't remember me saying the N word. I mean,
no,
I,
I don't
I,
know. I don't think it really matters. It's water under the bridge already. I've already made up my mind. I'm sorry, no diss to your channel, but I'll never come on your channel again. It's too much censor. You fucking, sometimes you get in that mode and you don't hear things correctly. You ban this, you ban that. Anybody can say what they want in the chat, but if you come on the panel and start doing things that are inappropriate or threaten family or do something, I will kick you off. But I won't ban you. You're free to say what you want in the chat. It's fine. And I gave that promise, and I will. So I don't know if Aloe wants to put the cherry on the icing on this conversation. I mean, we
I
could
think,
go on hours and hours about this
yeah,
and not
yeah.
go
I mean,
anywhere.
look, the thing is this: if you are really concerned about getting a warning or a strike, then you could have stopped it right there, because the Bama guys usually don't really do reports. They don't really, they don't go, because they could have said, okay, there were threats made on Kev's show. There was a guy on there, in this case Gino. He was threatening Bama for several times now. Violence and stuff like that, violent behavior, and people could say, "Hey, that's bullying. That's not okay," and they could have done that. The thing is that the Bama crew usually is not able to do so because they are just not clever enough to put in a report, I guess.
Well,
What
somebody
triggered
did.
Somebody did, yeah. So what triggers them now is that they see the N word, or where I said the N word on your channel, and people then think, okay, that must be the reason why you got a warning. Can you tell me, um, did you get a strike or did you get a warning? And if you get a warning or strike, what it was for? Was it like racism, bullying, or what was it?
I got a like a written warning, and then my chat then that video was deemed 18 years old and plus um, viewing, and
But
and
isn't it?
that's and that means you cannot be monetized for that video.
No.
Mm,
So in
but
other
is that?
words, it's like having music in the background. It's the same thing.
But how do you make the link to the N word? I mean, is it
I
really
would
that,
I
or
would
is
have
it the
to
content?
I would have to go and find every N word and put a beep on it.
And then you think it would be better then, or is it also the threats? Because people made threats, people said also stuff below the belt. I don't really think it's necessarily the N word itself.
Well, I would have to put a
Because when
bunch
you
of
look at it, it
band-aids
was
on it.
real. It was really chaos. I mean, if that's the case, yes, then yeah, then you get a warning because of that. But I just doubt if it's only that, because others they get strikes and warnings for all kinds of stuff. And YouTube is actually very sensitive right now. You can't even comment without them taking down the comments for all kinds of stuff. And I think there was also talk about certain issues that might have triggered YouTube to issue a warning. But the N word itself, as to say that that's the only reason why, I just somehow doubt that, because you guys look at this from a very, how should I say, American angle, where the N word is really a huge deal. There are countries around the world, including in Europe. I heard my teacher use the N word in a mathematics example, where he said two N's are buying four apples, and how many apples would there be if every N had and it's of course not the
Well,
racial
good
slur
thing it
with
was an
NI.
apple instead of a banana.
Yeah, but no, he did it with an apple, and I remember I heard that. And there was an issue actually in Switzerland about the certain type of chocolate that includes the N word. And there are even towns in Switzerland and Germany that have that use the N word. So it might be an American thing that people are very hypersensitive about that word, but I do not really look at it as the sole trigger that you got a warning. That's all I'm saying. If it's like that, then is there a way you can verify? Because I remember that there were a lot of threats being made. You could also claim the reason why you got a warning is because Gino threatened violence on people to kick their whatever.
Right, right. I agree. He got kicked off. But anyways, what do you think, Alo? You want to end this and get ready for the Wednesday one? I'm sure
Yeah,
oh,
give a
wait, he
shout
wants.
out to all the guys, and then let's do this again tomorrow for the Wednesday show.
Yeah.
Top show.
Hey,
Really enjoyed
hey,
it.
hey, I appreciate all the guys who came here, all the guys that have subbed. We're going to continue this, like I said, 3 times a week. And I have some software to do some videos. I'm learning it as we speak. I'm sure I won't be good as Popeye or Alu, but I'm starting to learn everything from the masters. And thank you, Alo, for coming on. And I look forward to everybody showing up. And I'll stress again, it will be Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday And I'll always put out a no, Big Kevin. We did not kick you off. I think you kicked yourself off, but I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, you're not in the invited guest, but we'll talk to you again. You have plenty of time to come back on. I didn't kick you off. You just disappeared. But thank you again. And Alo, I want to talk to you in the background, so don't
Sure,
totally
yeah.
disappear.
Let's do that. Thanks very much
Yep.
for everybody who tuned in. And
Yep.
we're going to do this again. I think you got a
Yep.
show here, WTF. Very, very nice.
Yes.
You
Yes.
established yourself as one of the big guys in the community in the drama subgenre. Very cool. I liked
Yes.
I liked every minute of this show here. Had a great
It
time.
was very entertaining. Thank you. You guys have a good one and see you on Thursday.
Thanks. Bye-bye.